So, raise your hand if you've seen a play before. Good, I like that, I like that. Raise your hand if you've read a Shakespeare play before. Okay, that's a good amount, a good amount. Raise your hand if you've read Hamlet before. Yes.
I think I wish I'd been exposed earlier to Shakespeare.
I know we didn't have the opportunity when I was in high school to see too many shows, so I'm excited to see how they react to it.
I didn't get into Shakespeare until I was 19, in college.
I think that Hamlet is very much at the mercy of the older characters in the play, especially in the beginning, because he's thrust into this situation that he didn't expect to find himself in.
In a world that seems hostile, corrupt, challenging, a world that betrays your expectations, a world that breaks your youthful illusions, and yet you have to go on with your life and you have to make certain choices. How do you stay true to yourself in that kind of environment, in that world? And I think it's something that all of us can relate to. We all have to go through that at some point.
I felt betrayed, he's felt betrayed, we've all felt betrayed at some point in our lives.
Everyone deals with things in their life that just you get put on you and you have to deal. That is universal, and that is Shakespeare, and it is our Hamlet as well.
The biggest challenge was the sheer intimidating fact that you're working with possibly the most famous play in the history of theater, certainly in the Western world of theater.
I'm really glad that we all get to have this experience as an ensemble.
You work with two casts, you want to keep the same, essentially the same or a very similar look, style, and staging for both versions, and yet you want to honor the individualities of the different actors.
We're all loaded up. We're
Locked and loaded.
Locked and loaded, if you will.
We're ready to have an audience. We're heading to Bayshore in Bradenton.
Whoa! There's a long ride from Sarasota into Tampa.
As soon as the rug goes down, then I can do the rest of the preset. Then we'll do a sound check, and then we're good to go.
I'm most excited about the challenge of what it's going to be like to perform for younger individuals.
Maybe in the back of their heads they were going through a problem, and it wasn't the specific problem, but they could watch the play and sort of take away, like, someone else has felt this way.
Perhaps next time you read or see Shakespeare, you don't feel that it belongs to a museum or to a library or a faraway time, but that it's about you and me, and it's just as contemporary today as it was when it was written.
Thank you once again for being a great audience. That was a great show for us because of you.
Very easy to follow and understand.
I thought it was amazing. I mean, it was just, I'm speechless.
That was awesome. That was awesome. So many things stood out with working with the interpreters and with the whole experience. But I think, honestly, the feedback we got from the talkbacks really made me appreciate what we do as storytellers.
And the audience really took to it very, very, very well. It's one of the only times in theater that I've actually gotten emotional, like near tears at a talkback or after a performance because of just the responses that the audience had.
The audience, the technicians, and the actors were all had the same mission, and we kind of were all in this environment together, and it was just really, really, it was just really something special.